It's election day. Federal leaders have spent the last weeks campaigning across the country, pitching their platforms and promising a better Canada. And now it's time for you to have your final say at the ballot box. For more on what Canadians need to know as they head to the polls today, CTV's Akshay Tandon is standing by. Akshay, what do we need to keep in mind?
Good morning, Marcia. First things first, it's important for everybody to get out and cast their ballot this morning. Yes, after a relatively short but exhaustive election cycle, it's time for Canadians to choose who they want to be as their next Prime Minister. Today, Election Day, is the last chance Canadians will be able to cast a ballot in the country's 43rd general election. The process is quite simple. Canadians aged 18 or older can take their voter information card received in the mail to their local polling station and put an X beside the name of a local candidate corresponding to which party they want to elect. For those in the dark about who's running in their riding, well, Elections Canada will have that information as well. Of course, there's a certain voting time frame Canadians will have to abide by that differs across the country, and polls are officially open in the Maritimes. Every province and territory has exactly 12 hours to make their choices in their respective time zones. And there's another important rule to keep in mind. Election Canada really wants you to stop taking ballot selfies. We know you're enthusiastic about voting, but any kind of photography or videography is strictly prohibited at the polling booth. If you'd like to do so, then it has to be outside the polling station. So that's the rule set by the Election Canada, Marcia.
You know, I had never thought of that until today, but I'm glad there's a rule against that because it slows things down too.
Yeah, it does.
So what do you need to bring with you when you are going to vote?
Well, voters' ID is extremely essential. Voters need to carry that when they go to the polling station. During a federal election, voters can only go to their assigned polling station. That information can also be found with the help of Elections Canada. It's equally important to bring some form of identification that confirms identity and address, and there are a few ways to do that. An easy option is a driver's license, but other Canadian government ID will work as well. Another option is to bring along two pieces of ID. Both must have your name, and one of them has to have a current address so that it could be a voter information card or a bank statement. The final option is to declare one's identity and address in writing and have someone assigned to your polling station to vouch for you. Of course, Canadians need their voter information card, but anyone without one can contact Elections Canada to find which polling station they can visit to vote. As for any Canadians not yet registered to vote, no need to worry. New voters can register themselves at the local polling stations as well, making it quite convenient for new voters, Marcia.
Okay, thank you for that, Akshay. I really appreciate it.